Thanks for tuning in this afternoon, live here at the DDX Media Studios in Pigeon Forge, just rolling out the segments today for Get Married in the Smokies. Honored to have another guest with us and another full segment, so please tune in as we're getting ready for another show, Get Married in the Smokies, right after this intro. Good afternoon and welcome to another segment of Get Married in the Smokies. I hope you're tuning in each and every time and getting something out of this. The goal is to really promote weddings and events, promote the wedding professionals, and let you know all that we have going on here in Sevier County in the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains. No better place, in my opinion, at least to get married or come for a vacation, honeymoon, destination, whatever that might be. So I'm always pleased when I have guests who are interested in coming in, and especially today I'm very honored to have Lindsay Ruggieri.
Ruggieri, yeah.
Okay. I don't know why. I've known her for a while, but I've just had trouble with that. I don't know why.
It's a tough one.
So Custom Love Gifts. So we've known each other for a while, but please tell everyone about who you are.
Okay, well, I own Custom Love Gifts, Events, and Prints, and we're a wedding planning company, but we also do, we own a print shop, so we can do wedding invitations, save the date magnets, and signage, and then we have a gourmet kitchen as well where we make wedding favors, and they're all edible because edible favors are everybody's favorite.
So what was the idea of how you started Custom Love Gifts?
I actually started when I made favors for my own wedding back in 2010 and saw that there was a market that was really into mason jars, especially on Etsy is where I got started selling our favors. So I sold those for about 2 years full time and then started wedding planning in 2013. And in 2015, we bought out a print shop and started doing invitations. So like every 2 years, we keep adding something to the business model.
What's the one thing you found with wedding planning? What are the challenges that you first came across when you decided to get into that?
I think the most important thing with wedding planning, well, there's two things, communication and assumptions. So you want to make sure that everybody is communicating, the vendors are communicating with each other, and also the bride and her family's communicating with each other as well as the guests. And then assumptions, you want to make sure the vendors are really clear about what they offer and everything that they're going to provide, and there's no assumptions made about what's going to be there if it's not included in the contract.
Very wise, yes, very wise on that. So with planning, I know different planners and everyone offers different services, but from, let's say, you can either have it to where someone calls you and hires you from day one, or there's where planners can offer that, or day of coordination. So kind of explain to me a little bit of the differences and how that benefits.
Okay, well, a mistake I made in my own wedding is when I was planning my wedding, I thought you could only hire a wedding planner. They did everything from start to finish for you, and it wasn't something that I personally wanted. I wanted to make my own decisions. I thought the wedding planning research was fun, and it was something that I wanted to do on my own.
Sure.
On my wedding day, I was on my own as well, and that was something that was definitely a mistake that I made. So I always say that I ended up working my own event. I had tons of friends and family that were helping as well, so it's not like I didn't have help, but without a point person in charge that knows your vision and knows how to execute things how you want it, you end up being the point person. And so I didn't even get to eat on my wedding day. I don't think I finished a glass of wine on my wedding day, and I was exhausted at the end of the night. And so had I known that a day of coordinator existed, I should have hired one, and I would have. And so what that person does is they listen to the bride and have some planning meetings with the bride about what their vision is. Vendors have already been hired directly from the bride or the couple. And they take everything over from the rehearsal through the end of the wedding. So they're there to do help with all the setup, to manage all of the vendors. If something's forgotten, they're helping to take care of it. So the couple can do things like enjoy the day and spend time with their friends and family.
Which is important. So now, we all know that being in the business, you know, you get your business started, it takes off, and then you grow. How is it for you, especially Custom Love Gifts, to where, you know, you get calls from brides that have either gotten a referral from someone who used you or what, and therefore it's like you're using Custom Love Gifts but not necessarily maybe yourself. How do you do that as far as initial consultations with clients and when you start to bring other people in the mix to work with couples to help the business grow?
Well, I'd like to say that we have like an A-list team. So no matter who on our team is helping you from start to finish, I'm confident that they're going to make a good connection with the couple, they're going to build trust with the couple, and they're going to be there to execute things from start to finish. And that, I think that also helps when you have a really good team that knows how to work with other vendors, because then you can make sure that there's a lot of communication and no assumptions made the day of the wedding. And so in doing that, whether they meet with me and they're working with another person on our team, I think it always works out great regardless. So our team even works well together so much, so sometimes I'll do the initial consultation, but one of our other team members will take over the wedding from that point forward, and we've been able to execute flawless weddings that way, because I like to meet with the couple, find out their personality, and see who they're going to job with the best.
Now, is there a training program that you use that's specified for each person?
Yeah, absolutely. So standards are really important to us because I want to know that the service that I would give is the same service as anybody else on my team would give. So we make them train with us for our wedding season, and then they also have to go through our training program, which is 4.5 hours long of every single detail of traditional wedding etiquette that you would expect a wedding planner to know.
4 hours? Wow. Okay. And that's for purpose of from A to Z.
Yes, and so that's kind of the class, and then the hands-on lab would be training with us at real weddings for an entire season.
Is it depend on how quickly the person learns as to when they have the wedding they do themselves?
Yeah, and some people never get to that point. Yeah, so we're pretty strict about our standards, and if it's not going to be somebody, I think a good wedding planner, you don't always see that in every single wedding if it's flawless.
Sure.
A good wedding planner is the person that when something goes wrong or an emergency happens, they can problem solve and handle every situation. So if I don't see that in somebody when they're going through our training process, they never make it to the next level where they're the lead coordinator and they're on their own.
That makes sense, especially in this business, because a lot of times you only get that one shot.
Absolutely.
So now with your business with the printing, and I assuming you said invitations, but you do shirts and all that, well, how is that end taken off?
Oh, it has been amazing. So we got started in that in 2011, selling favors on Etsy. So we've got cute little apple butter and honey and jam mini mason jar favors that we sell.
Yes, which they are very cute.
And so that was a full-time thing for us within 6 months. And now I say any cute little detail that you can find on Pinterest is something that we sell. So from the monogrammed robes to the flannel shirts with the names on them when the bridesmaids are getting ready, to cute shirts that say bridesmaid and groom on them. Any of those little details, we make those all in-house, as well as paper goods from our print shop, so custom stickers, custom water bottle labels, tags, and custom printed bags and signage.
Oh, cool. So if someone's looking to get a hold of you, how would they contact you?
They could visit our website at customlovegifts.com. Our email's info@customlovegifts.com, so that's kind of easy to remember.
Sure.
I don't mind phone calls and text messages, so if they want to talk directly to me, they can just reach out to me by phone. My phone number is 304-412-1069, and so any way they want to reach out works for us.
And if you're looking for someone to talk to give you some advice on what to look for when it comes to planning and what they should or shouldn't do, Lindsay's also a great resource for that. So again, Lindsay, thank you so much for being on the program. And if you'd like to know more about Custom Love Gifts, please get a hold of them. Thank you. And thank you for tuning in this week to Get Married in the Smokies, and we'll be seeing you soon.